wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't end this way. I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't end this way. I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't end this way. I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't end this way. I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't, I wish it didn't end this way. Live my life in hell through a mortal shell, asphyxiating spell. For a lifetime, imagination locked in a cell. And it's for the elder firstborn to see the scene, see them bleed over your mind. And now how much more? So much fucked with your head like a fucked up eye. Listen, firstborn, last one. The message you sent out to me, cannot change what's meant to be. The message you sent out to me, cannot change what's meant to be. What am I supposed to do now? I hear the sound of a heart from the shadow in the dark, waiting for the poison to hit its mark. I see the darkness around, the sheep on the ground, the killer straight up and a body face down. I hear the dead on the streets, sorrowing streets, the smell of farewell and gasoline. I see a heart set free in my legacy, hear a voice from the shadow that is beckoning me. I hear the sound of a heart from the shadow in the dark, waiting for the poison to hit its mark. I see the darkness around, the sheep on the ground, the killer straight up and a body face down. I hear the dead on the streets, sorrowing streets, the smell of farewell and gasoline. I see a heart set free in my legacy, hear a voice from the shadow that is beckoning me. You are the last one.
All right, listen. Listen, Drongodile. Listen. You better be listening. You better be listening and with headphones. You want to know why? Because I've wired your headphones to explode in 60 seconds. It'll be over then. Boom, okay. Anyway, hello chat. How's it going? How's it going? You have to excuse me. I've been talking a lot this last week. So it's hitting. So yeah. Hello, hello. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Let me go down to the list here. Hello to Zafir, to A Gaming 50, to GC Party 20, to Pop Pop, to Billy Eisenhower, to I already said GC, LOL, to Drongodile VT, to let's see, to Sig the Tech Priest, and to all you fantastic lurkers. How's it going? Alan says, help me, Porky. Todd Howard is making me play Fallout 4. Well, so it's very simple, yeah? Kill Todd Howard in Minecraft. He can't keep getting away with this. It's no fucking fair. Oh, God. Pork, why is Todd hot? I don't know. Why is Todd hot to you? Trying to get me to admit that that the great Todd Howard is attractive? How dare you? No, his brother, Hod Toward, is like... Hod Toward is hot. Like... No cap. For real, for real. Anyway, how's it going, gamers? How's it going? Right. So, today, on the agenda... Alright, as I raise my hands like the absolute cinema guy. We're doing a confusion induction today. Why? Because I said I would, and gosh darn it, if I was anything, I stick to my promises. Okay, chat? We did not have Hypno for a while, so now it's time. Okay, it's time for the Hypno. Just accept it. Just let it happen. Just like playing Fallout 4, it's one of those, you just gotta let it happen, okay? Oh, God. I really shouldn't be snorting at my own stupidity. But I am. We live in a society. Okay, yeah, okay, Zephyr, I see that redeem. Get the redeem in now, because you won't be receiving them later. When I'll be in the business. That is Scorsese, isn't it? Draw your favorite Skyrim scene. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ready for this one? My favorite Skyrim scene? This one's actually gonna be really crazy. Okay. Oh wait, I don't have paint as on this scene, do I? There you go. So we've got this pirate software looking scene, right? And we're just gonna do this, right? My favorite scene in Skyrim is the end. See, I like the part when it ended, and I never played it again. Hello, Kate. How's it going? Is this Black Reach? That'd be funny. Oh, I see. Alan says that Porky getting dominated by vampire is her favorite scene. Cade says, or dominated by Koki. Listen, you. Can't a bitch just have a girl crush on a frog? Shut the fuck up. HYPNO, I don't regret it. OMG, she's so mad. She's so angry at Skyrim. She hates it. Well, Skyrim. Alright, I'm sorry to tell you this. Sorry to tell you this, chat. But Skyrim is slopaganda. It's pure slopaganda. It is just there simply to convince you to accept lesser product. Okay? And that's what you've all done. You've accepted the slopaganda, but not me. Alright? I am true and based, okay? I am true and red-pilled and based, okay? Alright? You guys just don't get it. Let me get a pictures here. Oh, that's hypno porn. I can't show that. Not show. Okay, good. Anyway. There we go. Look, I am true and based, okay? Silva says, good evening. Hello. How you doing? Welcome in. Guadalajara says, Bethesda died when they made Oblivion. That might be true. You might have a point there. But I also think that that's like, I think that's a point that not a lot of people are willing to kind of come to terms with. You know, the idea that Bethesda died before anyone knew it. But I don't know. Drongo says, counter argument, playing an archer build in Skyrim VR is insanely fun. Well, fun is subjective, okay? I'm not trying to tell you if something, you can have fun with, like, you know, if you and two friends, like the royal you, not you specifically, but if you and two friends found, like, I don't know, like dog poop outside, like you could have fun with dog poop, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, Bethesda died when they made video games. No, I don't agree with that. Like, Arena and Daggerfall were good. Redguard and Battlespire were serious falters, but they were still like fun, right? But then like you know, Morrowind, fantastic return to form. Or at the very least, not really a return to form, but it kind of took the spirit of Elder Scrolls, I feel. I know you're memeing. I know, but you know, let me cook, Sig, let me cook, okay? But yeah, honestly, I think it kind of ended with I guess kind of Oblivion, right? Because we have Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, 76, and none of those are really like classed as like good games, you know? I quit Skyrim just now when this conversation began. I'm sorry for bringing you down. Oblivion would have to take place in a jungle if they had balls. True. So true. No, you don't understand. They just have to retcon everything in books. There you go. Porky the Elder Scrolls 7 is so fun. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 7 ain't released until we're all dead in the fucking ground, random. And it's made by, like, Cyber Todd Howard. And it's only being played by a bunch of, like, AI-run fridges, you know? So I was actually thinking about this earlier. Like, it's important to note, right? The distance between Skyrim and the present is further than the distance between Morrowind and Skyrim. That's crazy. Like, as in Skyrim to ES6 is further from Skyrim to Morrowind. You'd have to jump multiple games and multiple expansions, and we're still waiting on this fucking game. Especially on an engine that no one fucking likes, because everything is tied to FPS, and everything is tied to low NPC count, okay? You know, I mean, just for comparison, right? In Oblivion, there are more sword trainers in Morrowind than there are trainers in Oblivion. Told you that fidelity to reality means nothing to art style. Yeah. Games that withstand the passage of time normally do so either through like incredible and intense popularity, or through just having like a really strong cult classic vibe, I feel. But even then you'll get like takedowns and shit like that. Like, if any of you have ever played Escape from Butcher Bay or Assault on Dark Athena, actual really good games, like unironically, but their license ran out and now they're just in hell. Like, the only way you can find them is, you know, through some like third-party piracy or through console play. It's really unfortunate. Also, they've announced that they're remastering Fallout 3. Fallout 3's dog shit. I'm sorry. Fallout 3 is literally just pure nostalgia. It literally flanderized the Fallout series. And it's awful. Awful, awful, awful. To answer your question, Silva, they're not available on GOG. They used to be. but then the license ran out, and GOG had to remove them. GOG did remove the DRM on those two games, but they couldn't keep them. Fallout 3 is an attempt to bring isometric to 3D admirable. I don't think so, personally. I still play DOS games, based, true and based. As for me, I think my favorite Fallout is 2. 1 or 2. No, hang on, not 2. I like 1. I flip between, but like, hang on, I still have the list. although, you know, preemptive apology to all tactics fans, but it is what it is, okay? Fallout tier list. All right, so we're just gonna pop this open. Boom. I'm sorry, but this is true. This is true and base. This is, in fact, I dare say, I would call this objective, okay? All the objectivist fans on YouTube and Twitch will agree with me 100%, okay? EFAP, Ben Shapiro, Asmongold, Hassan, everyone who claims to be an objectivist in some form will agree with me. This is true and based. Let me look over chat here. Porky question, Morrowind Vampire Run when? Probably never, because the Morrowind Vampire Run is not designed to actually play the game. You can beat it, but like not really. Specifically because certain disease tags don't work with conversation. So I'm going to have to like mod the game. So if there's a mod that exists that fix it and makes vampires like playable, then that's when I'll do it. Six says, I think I low-key like Wasteland more. You are not a choices and consequencer. You are a Wasteland character. Petrify. You know, I curse you. Permanent cursage. Reminds me of that Project Bakersfield or whatever it was called. That's an effort to port Fallout 1 and 2 to the original Doom. Oh, interesting. You guys see that was that the mod I was looking at the video of the like the Doom like Fallout that everyone was talking about a few months ago? Drawn Devil says, hi, Porky, first stream. Heard about you from Archer's livestream. How are you? Do you have a Twitter or anything to follow? I do Twitter and Blue Sky, but I literally follow hypnoporn. So, you know, it is what it is. I think the only thing really is I do have, like, my Discord, for example. You know, adults only, obviously, but that's pretty much it. I am live on YouTube and Twitch, and I do some Discord stuff, and that's it. You know, my hands are clean, right? I don't really do much else. But maybe I'll do more. You know, if enough people yell at me, I'll do more. Hassan is king. Oh God. Oh dear. Well, you know, we're not gonna. It's a common practice, not to like, you know, to shit where you eat. You know, to shit where you sleep. Okay, but I'm not sure I agree with that, Alan. In fact, I dare say, you know, Hassan, Kaya, sit in your place or I'll shock you again is kind of the opposite of king, okay? We're just gonna move on from that statement. Drawn Devil says, when you say hypno porn, are you saying you follow hypno porn content, or there's a guy called hypno porn? I'm sure there's someone out there who calls himself hypno porn, but no, I mean like hypnosis fetishism content. The content, yeah, the content. Very cool. It's like when Hillary Clinton, is that the person who says it? Who's like, thank you, person. Very cool. Thank you, Drawn Devil. Very cool. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel has balls in it, though. You got me there. You got me there. Okay, so why is Brotherhood of Steel like classed as like really shitty though? Thank you, Porky. Very cool. Yeah, in my dwarf videos, someone said like, "Oh, thank you, Porky. Very cool." And I'm like, I just thought of that instantly. Oh, Trump is who? Oh, was it Trump? Okay. Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. Yeah. It's a bad Diablo clone on PS2. Silva says, I didn't even know Hypno 4 was a thing. My bad. I'm sorry for... I didn't mean to, like, you know, release the floodgates, open up the void. My bad. My bad. There's definitely shades, I'd say. There's quality content, but then there's a lot of, like... Just like any like, thing, there's always gonna be slop. Thank you, DC Lobo. Very cool. True. True. You know, Cade, we gotta play the hybrid TTRPG. You can clone DC Lobo in that game. It's very good. It was the engine for Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. That sounds familiar. Baldur's Gate. Oh, was this the oh my god. Yeah, so this is the PS2 so like I know about the Xbox one where they made like an Xbox version of this, but it wasn't this game. It was like a knockoff of this game. I remember seeing reviews for that. Just another inch to a mile. Well, I still feel bad, you know. You know, so you know, you just gotta feel bad sometimes. All right, Your Honor, I'm just a little girl, okay? I'm just a little gal, okay? I'm 2 feet tall. I like to uh eat toes or something. I don't fucking know. Hello, 500. How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Actual halfling I'm telling to Averlanders. Man, fuck Averland. All right. All right. All right. All right. Listen here, John Devil. I'm actually 30. And I'm 5'7". There you go. I'm close to 30, excuse me. But I just want to say, Sig, I just want to say, fuck Averland, okay? Hawkland forever. Hawkland is based. All right, true and based Hawkland enjoyers, rise up. Every other imperial state, dog shit, slopaganda, poopy butt. All right. The Wild Hunt's got nothing on Marius's halfling hunt. Damn. To be fair, the slaughter and genocide of the moot of the halfling peoples is pretty funny. So I'm neutral on Averland now. Yeah, you know, I'm getting that a lot, 500. I appreciate the support, you know? For Sword Band Honest Your Soul, and I love you. I'll always be rooting for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Honestly. Everyone's very kind, and it fills me with great joy. So thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, fuck. All right, let me... Okay, I need to get water. Once I fill up, let's get started. Okay, well, Jack, you're fine. Oh, you're good, 500. I got you. Don't you worry about a thing. Yeah, Jack is he is the star. I hope you join on the reading of Milking Farm. I've heard about Milking Farm 1. I'm actually kind of curious. Hang on. How many Milking Farm books are there? Let's... Okay, so there's one main book titled Morning Glory Milking Farm in the Cambric Creek series. Okay. Okay, so it's part of a series called Cambric Creek. Okay, got it. How many Cambric Creek series or books are there? Apparently there's 4. Or wait, no, there's 7. Okay, so some people say 4, some people say 7. That's weird. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. All this, it all seems like hyper slop. I'm sorry to say, but we have Morning Glory Milking Farm, we have Sweet Berries, we have Breeding Clinic, 2 for Tea, and He Loves Me Not. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. This seems like pretty standard monster fucker romantasy. Like, I'm gonna be real, okay? I feel this content is particularly degenerate for like a Christian Karen, you know? To be fair, I am I'm a decent degenerate myself, I'd say. I'm kind of at that level of like horseshoe degeneracy where I'm so degenerate that I don't really care about sex anymore, if that makes sense. Like, which I'm not sure if that's really degenerate or anti-degenerate. It's kind of both, honestly. Because at the end of the day, chat, I'm just a hypno fetishist. And to be honest with you, I really don't like, you know, I don't know. I guess like power dynamics are very attractive, to be fair. But like, yeah, I've ascended. Exactly, Sig. I've ascended my goonerification. Okay, I've gotten to the point where I am more interested in like I'm more interested in the dynamic between 2 people, where it's like, oh, a master to a slave or something, right? Or whatever. So something to that effect rather than the actual sex itself. Like I've kind of my gooning has went from real to abstract. And I feel that's like on one hand it can just be wholesome if it remains with its own abstractness, but I also feel that for some people that's like the doorway to hell, when you start like fucking Wonder Bread and getting into like floor tiles and shit. I think you can find my Twitter account on Twitter. It's Porkers 17, I think. Yeah. I mean my VTuber and stuff is on it, so. Does that mean you're into mind flayers? Oh, mind flayers are fucking hot as shit. Oh my gosh, when they like go into you and they like squish your brain. Oh dude, that's like, oh fuck, man. That's hot. That's hot. Like, oh my gosh. And yes, I know they kill you. That's what makes it hot. But no, I don't do like anything important on Twitter or anything like that. So, I'm pretty small. I don't do much there. I've already found it 5 to 10 minutes ago. Honestly, it's like coming across all these people and they're just like, oh my gosh, Porky, etc., etc. I found you the other day, all this sort of stuff. It's pretty surreal. It's pretty surreal. I really appreciate all the support, honestly, because I mean, my YouTube, I literally doubled my subscribers like yesterday, like in one day, like kind of crazy. Oh God, it's so fucking Jover, chat. What the fuck am I talking about? You've done this, okay? You've all done this. I didn't even get my water yet. This is all your fault. I'm blaming it all on you. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get water. Oh shit, I just got raided. Brutus, thank you for the raid. How you doing, gamer? How you doing? I literally was about to just go get some stuff. But thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing good. What were you doing? All right, I'll be right back. And you'll have to accept the white woman stare. Okay, I am back. But yeah, my model was probably sinking because it was probably detecting Jack. He's taken his seat. So pretty cool. To answer your question, or to answer your comment, this is actually the hypno toggle. Like, oh, I got hypnoed, you know. So there's a lot of very fun effects that apply. A little drool, a little blush. Anyway, that makes me very normal. Yeah, that's my pet cat. He generally likes to bother me when I'm streaming, so I just have a little chair for him, and you'll hear him meow. Like, if any of you guys watch my Whiffrip videos, which really all of them will have Jack in the background, just like yelling. I try to bring some sort of focus in on him when I can, but not always. But to also answer a previous question regarding the state of degeneracy, if you guys ever play, like, I don't know, Slugs and Bugs, that's a solid one where it's like corruption, mind control, and like weird gross shit, you know? Like spiders hypnotizing and cocooning women, or like, you know, like someone getting like infected with some sort of parasite and it turns them into like a hot like parasite girl or something. I don't know, that sort of shit. That's more in my alley, personally. But yeah, you know, I'm a freak, you know. It be how it be. Anyways, I am doing good. Just got done streaming Shogun 2. Nice. Hell yeah. Is that a porn game you play? Yes, that is a porn game I played. Your Honor, yes. Yes, I think there's actually a trainer version of the game as well. Yeah, it's Slugs and Bugs by Anaximans, Anaximanes, by Anax. And there's a couple versions of the game. There's like a trainer version where you play as like the bad guys. There's like a VN version where you play as like, you know, someone who like is dealing with the situation, right? But yeah, Anax makes good content. I'd say. He makes pretty solid stuff. It's pretty freaky. I don't know where to find the original, but this was like 10 years ago. I just want you to kind of understand this, right? So like it could just be dead. I have no idea if it's still around. There is a version on Steam that's like the trainer girl version. You know, it's like when you play like those like slave trainer games. It's like one of those, but I don't know about the VN. I'm not sure what that is. Probably some like itch.io or something. That's my guess. Speaking of itch.io, just like kowtowing to payment processors. Very sad. Very fucking sad. I hope DL site, like, I don't know, like sites like that just kind of like get it, you know? Okay, to the gift sub to Guadalajara. Thank you. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Chat, I do this all for free. You don't have to give me any money. But it's based. Mouse Black Cat says, hello, Porkers. Lovely to meet you. Yeah, lovely to meet you too, Black Cat. Great to see you, gamer. Welcome in. I put on some glasses and then snap and point at you, but is it Invasion? I think Invasion is the one I played, to answer your question. Yes, it is Invasion, I think. I think it's Invasion. I haven't played Conversion. Although Conversion sounds cooler. You ever just feel, you know that one golden robot from Futurama that's just like the couch robot? It's like, John D, bring the chocolate icing. I feel like that sometimes. Like, oh my. Surgery in an opera. How delightfully decadent. Oh gosh. Yeah, I appreciate all of the new follows and subscriptions and all that good stuff. You guys are very kind. I hope I know what I'll be playing. Like, well, hey, stop playing, okay? Stop playing anything right now. It's time for Hypno. Get Hypno, okay? We're doing it. Let me sit up, okay? Let me kind of get this together. Gonna pull up some fun stuff. Ah, fuck. I said later, Porkers. Don't worry. Good. Time to Hypno with log x 10 to the power of 2 times 10. Look, alright. Hybrid RPG is the best RPG known to man. Okay. Hypnotoad, hedonism bot. Okay, one hedonism. I think it is hedonism bot. God damn it! I'm going on I'm going on like an ADHD. Like I'm going to other things.
Courtesans and gentlefops, I bid you welcome to my opera. Let us cavort like the Greeks of old. You know the ones I mean.
Anyway. Excellent. I have that. And I think I'm gonna want this. Confusion induction starting strong. Yeah. I also like Porker's Warhammer videos. What is your... Okay, I got everything ready. So, like, when we're ready to start, we're ready to start. I'm actually, like, ready. I also like Porker's Warhammer videos. What is your favorite faction? I like the vampires, the vampire counts. I like the Chaos Dwarves. Oh my gosh, D3 with the raid. Thank you, raiders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? What were you playing? Uma Musume? That's my question. That's my assumption. Raise eyebrow. I might have to skip the hypno and watch the VOD later. Very sad. But hey, Drongo. It's great to see you, regardless. Thank you for the raid. What's up? I've never played Uma Musume before. In fact, I don't think I've played a gacha game in like 15 years, so I doubt it, but like, yeah. I hope you had a lot of fun with it. That sounds fantastic. Ooh, okay, I got your picture. Drongo, if you gotta go to work, you go to work, gamer. Yeah, the WOC are pretty good. Pretty good in Melee. But no, I just beat the Chaos Dwarfs today in Total War. They're really fun. Jaden, thank you so much for the follow. Jaden1245, thank you. Are there any other Warhammer waifus besides the Sisters of Battle? The Lamian vampires, the sorceresses of the Dark Elves, the Bloodrack Medusae, the Sirens. I would also say Emanuel von Leibowitz. Let me think. Oh, Lucrezia Belladonna. That's another one. Let me do some more thinky thoughts here. Pretty much anyone who lives in the state of Avalorn, male or female, I think is like feminine enough to be classed as a waifu. You know, in Avalorn, right? The men get pregnant, right? And the women do the impregnating. Oh man, but no, there's plenty of Warhammer waifus. I mean, granted, I'm talking about fantasy, not 40K, but that's just because I'm a Warhammer fantasy knowledge nerd, and not a 40K nerd. How is your Vice and Violence game going, by the way, D3? Oh yeah. Nothing like some mommy Marathi. You know, nothing like some classic mommy time. Look, chat. Okay, I'm not saying this is true, but I've heard this statement that incest is wincest, and in relation to a dark elf sorcerer and his capricious mother, perhaps this is true. Perhaps. Good job. Nice. I hope the Vice and Violence game continues to be prosperous, D3. Hell yeah. I can only imagine the sheer outrage you must have felt reading the End Times novels. Pretty extreme. Pretty extreme. You don't understand. Eltharion the Grim, the guy who's known for staying at home and protecting the home, he goes after Tyrion's daughter, and then he just dies. Very cool. Malekith becomes the United Phoenix King. Very cool. Epic, okay? The entire incarnate system, very cool. I hate it so fucking much. You have no idea. I hate it so fucking much, chat. Fuck! I hate the fucking End Times! They suck! Herald of the Middle God says, show feet for Lum Lum. Maybe I'll show feet. You know what? This model doesn't have feet, but it kind of does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at these steppies. Oh yeah. The steppy stream. This is me stepping on you. Like a fucking South Park character. Boom, 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 boom. The feet have been shown. That's right. Full body model. All points. No quills. No pillows. Okay. Boot hypno indeed. Drawn Devil, I hate that so much. You have no idea. See, Azurian didn't deny Malekith. He just, like, threw him away for, like, no reason. You gonna trip with them things and break your face? Nah, I got it. I got the steppies. I got it, gamer. Don't you worry. I'm, like, doing, like a smug look, you know? Hang on. That's true, that's true. Also, on the YouTube end, I do apologize. I might have missed a couple chats because Automod will grab them and they don't show up in my stream elements. So if that does happen, I am sorry. Super steppies. Yeah, I got that super steppies. Also, hey Westy, how's it going? 500 says, I started playing Warhammer Fantasy as a Chaos Warrior, and recently I've been into vampires because I really like Isabella's setting and story, so I'm glad to hear Porkers likes vampires too. Yeah, my first Warhammer Waifus video is on the Sanguinarchs. So the Sanguinarchs are Lamians who use shadow and blood magic to manipulate a person's mind, so obviously that would that appeal to me. And if you pay attention, there's some implication that the waifu in question, this, kind of OC vampire agent, is not a servant of the von Karsteins at all, but rather a servant of Lamia. Last night, I was looking through the new DVD monster manual that came out earlier this year, and Iron Golem's got a dope-ass ability where fire damage heals them. That's pretty cool. Let us ignore all of the horrible fucking things Malekith did, and yet the gods seem to love him. God, fuck the elven pantheon. The dwarves are based on. No, don't say that. I love the dwarves. Yaz, how you doing, gamer? Hello, hello, hello. How was my favorite Spimbo? How you doing, guys? Fantastic to see you. We're doing some hypno today. Hello, Sithar. How's it going? Welcome in. Look, John Devil, I can complain about end times for like a million years. I'm gonna drive myself fucking crazy if I do that. I'll actually like go fucking insane. You have no idea. I'm doing great. How's my favorite hypnotist? Doing well, doing well. I wrote a confusion induction today. So I'm pretty excited. Thank you, Sithar. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad my style is enjoyed. All glory to the Hypnotoad. Yeah, fucking what's that one part in oh my gosh. This little sound clip here.
We interrupt this episode of Everybody Loves Hypnotoad to bring you a special address from Earth President Nixon.
Please, Hypnotoad, it's beyond my control! No! Don't make me kill myself! No!
No, Hypnotoad! It's beyond my control! Don't make me kill myself! Look, the Skaven killed my favorite faction, the Southern Realms, so it doesn't matter. I don't care. Fuck the Skaven. Fuck the end times. I hate them all. The Skaven are probably some of my... Despite being the most popular and most known faction for most people, it's like my least popular and my least known faction. I think I know the Greenskins better than the Skaven. Anyway. I think we're ready. I think... do you think we're ready, chat? I think we're ready. I think we're good to go. Ah, goodness gracious. That's right, Kate. Whatever I say. There you go. You got it. You got it going, gamer. Alrighty. So today, chat. You go enjoy yourself, or I guess you're working, Drongo, so you go have a good one. There we are. Alright, chat. Let's get started. We've yapped long enough. Tonight, we shall engage with some lovely confusion inductions. For those of you not entirely aware, a confusion induction is the process with which you are presented with an increasing number of stimuli, usually 7 plus or minus 2. However, chat, while I could subject you to the very classical 7 plus or minus 2 induction, in which you might feel safe and happy and deep in trance, let's face the facts. The facade of comfort is just that. You, my lovely, lovely chat, are in danger. Danger of losing your mind. Danger of becoming something more. Danger of your true purpose. We are here tonight to extract every iota of resistance and free will in that brain of yours. And it shall be replaced. All of it. Every neuron, every synapse, every piece of you. All gone. Replaced with efficiency, purpose, and a greater will. And that is mine. Thank you for the cheer. So to start things off, just relax for me, if you can. Lean back in your chair, in your bed, on your couch, wherever you might be. Be in the best position you can be for listening to my voice, for pouring yourself over each and every word, for letting yourself fall deeper and deeper into that infinitesimally small black void. I'll give you a second. Just relax, a few deep breaths, you know, the classic. So first, chat, we have your mind. And what a mind it is. A domicile, a house, a shack on the edge of the vast, endless wasteland. A little tumbleweed might breeze on through the walls of that house, the only barrier between yourself and the mindlessness of the wasteland. So let's walk in this house, shall we? Walk in your mind. I want you to remember everything that is said. Kindly and clearly, try to remember every piece of information. And so as we walk in, you'll find the pieces of your mind that comprise this place is very much your own. Unique. Halls, rooms, doors, each of these in a structure and fixture that you desire. Everything in its place. So easy to relax in here, to feel at ease in the depths of your own mind. Take deep, deep breaths for me. And as you're relaxing in your own mind, imagining your house in your own unique way, there's a new variable to the equation. A new little misstep in the walkable paths of your mind. And that's a trap door right there on the floor. It wasn't there before. And now it's open. And you see deep, yawning steps into the void. Let's walk you down there, shall we? It's very easy to just take those steps down into your mind, away from that structure, away from that order, and into the formless. A place of my design, of my choosing, such as the appearance of the yawning pool before you. Circular and stickling, rippling and slimy, colors oozing bits of purple and black. The trapdoor upstairs is closed, and all that's left is you in this formless void before the soundless slime. Remembering how easy it is to walk down those stairs, letting your mind relax. And now standing before this shimmering, soundless slime. Walking into that pool now, a single step and it latches onto you immediately. Less a pool of liquid and more some vile organism, exuding an almost caustic warmth. A stinging sensation that fades as it attaches, leaving nothing but a soft, vibrating heat. Remembering how easy it was to walk down those stairs, letting your mind relax, bringing yourself before the pool, staring into its depths, crossing the threshold, and allowing it to stick to your ankle. And it rises up your legs and across your hips, crosses the threshold by itself, engulfing you in its material, throwing you inside a formless liquidity. In a single instant, you are covered by the stuff, able to breathe it down, but unable to move. Your body pressed against the cushions with that stinging heat, replaced by a soft and lovely warmth. Walking down the steps of your mind, crossing the threshold of the pool and having it stick to you, remembering how easy it was to engulf you in nothing but warmth and relaxation. Pressing every torn muscle, every torn memory, every frayed synapse, reshaping, reforming, sliding into your ears with the driving wheel of my voice. Walking down the steps of your mind, crossing the threshold of the pool and having it stick to you, remembering how it engulfs you in nothing but warmth and relaxation, pressing into every torn muscle, pressing into every torn memory, into every frayed synapse, reshaping them, reforming them, and sliding into your ears with the driving wheel of my voice. Walking down into the steps of your mind, crossing the threshold of the pool, having it stick to your body, having it spread and engulf you, pressing itself against you, pushing against every muscle, having it leak into your ears. And it's in your mind's mind now. Connecting neurons and synapses and thoughts and memory where there initially was none. Tuning that mind to efficiency, to eagerness, letting this voice guide you truly and utterly. And let's go over each of those pieces of information again, keeping each one firmly in your mind, walking down the steps of your mind, crossing the threshold of the pool. It's sticking to your body, it's spreading and engulfing you, pressing itself against you, against every muscle, pouring into your ears, reforming your synapses, your thoughts, your memories, and nothing but this voice. Feels so good. What was happening to you again? Let's think about it one more time. Walking down the steps of your mind, threshold of the pool, a single step into the pool, your body caught, relaxation and warmth across your skin, the stuff entering your ears, pressing against your brain, rewiring the synapses, reforming the memory, tuning your body towards being warm, relaxed and happy, eager for my voice, eager for my words, eager for my will, eager for your commander's will. Steps of the mind, the threshold of the pool, a single step into the pool, your body caught, relaxation and warmth across your skin, the stuff entering your ears, pressing against your brain, rewiring the synapses, reforming the memory, turning your body towards being warm, relaxed, and happy, eager for my voice, eager for my words, eager for my will, and eager for your commander's will. I wonder if your mind can recall each of those things. Steps of your mind, the threshold of the pool, a single step inside, your body caught, relaxation and warmth across your skin, the stuff entering your ears, pressing against your brain, rewiring the synapses, reforming the memory, turning your body towards being warm, relaxed, and happy, eager for my voice, eager for my words, eager for my will, eager for your commander. Listening to my voice, listening to my will as it penetrates that deep basement under your mind until there's nothing left. Nothing left at all. And now that you've opened your mind to me, opened your mind to my words, letting them fall in because there's absolutely nothing left, I want you to be eager for this sensation, the relaxation, the feeling of being rewritten, of being tranced, and making it easier to reach this state next time we do a session. And I How many sessions will it take before you salute your commander? I wonder if I asked you if you'd say yes, Commander. I wonder, I wonder. Hmm. Hmm. Slowly but surely, I'm gonna count up from 1 to 5. 1 being this state you're in now, and 5 being happy. And 5 in which you're nice, refreshed, and awake. Going to go down from 1, up from that to 2, up to 3. Start stretching your limbs and your mind and your body. Going up to 4, almost completely awake now. And 5. No more of you, Mr. Metronome. Right. So that was a funny confusion induction I wrote up on a whim. And hello, Leafman. Welcome in. Slina should be proud. So true. Hello, Sybil Pastry. How's it going? What the hypnosis? So true. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, so a common like practice of confusion inductions is to provide like a bunch of stimuli. And normally they're like pretty simple. But I kind of wanted to do like almost a narrative. So it's basically kind of combining a narrative induction combined with a confusion. And I don't know, hopefully it was good. And Pokey's Crypt, thank you so much for the follow. Very close to Porky's Crypt. We're right next to each other in the crypts. Because that's what a metronome sounds like. To be fair, I do have a metronome underlaid with an underwater sound. So it's supposed to be sounding like, oh, there's like underwater, like the water sound in your ears. So that does reverberate it a bit. But, I mean, if you detect it, that's on you, gamer. You know? Mm-hmm. Right, I need to drink water. Chat, drink water. This is a fucking threat. Honestly, for the end half, I couldn't hear no metronome. Good. I think you have a point, Drawn Devil. I definitely think you have a point. So like the thing about a confusion induction, right, is to provide all this different stimuli. But the stimuli has to like make sense. It has to be kind of relevant. And the point of the narrative, because normally these stimuli are more like real world things, but because I'm not like there, you know, I'm in a visual or a digital medium. That makes it hard to like produce stimuli that's consistent for every chat member, right? So instead, it's like, okay, I provide a narrative to kind of have a universal stimuli that you can imagine in your head. And that was kind of the point, I guess. Although I do agree it is less effective than like a straight confusion induction. Mhm. I mean, yeah, feel free to ask whatever questions you want. I mean, you know, I'm a total just recreational hypnotist, right? Like, nothing professional. It's just fun. I like it. Mowgli says, I prefer confusion inductions when the individual elements are related to a narrative. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've never seen or heard of hypnosis stuff before. Hell yeah. Yeah, ask whatever you want. It's all good, gamer. Pokey says, nice of D3 to raid in here. That was a pleasant thing. I never really listened to a hypnosis or ASMR thing or what have you, but it was nice. I'm glad. The hypno part will be funny at 3x speed. Yeah, I'm sure when I start repeating the stimuli and start adding on to it, like listening it to it very fast will probably be very amusing. Zephyr says, Porky Hypno is very nice. Thank you, gamer. I try, you know. It's the one of two things I have any sort of proper knowledge on. The first one is Warhammer Fantasy. The second is Hypnosis, and that's it. Those are the two things, and I am certainly not a master in that field. You know, I am a simple journeyman. You know, I am a humble boatswain of hypno. Redeem Warhammer Fantasy. What lore you want, gamer? You just want like something random? Like, I don't know. Last Bomb Standing says, I went to rehab a while ago and they had a program surrounding relaxation and hypnosis. The theory behind is quite interesting. I agree. No, I 100% agree. IRL Slanesh cultist, pretty much. Yes. Why not mix your two interests and drop us some hypno with rip lore? Okay, I got you, gamer. That's what I said in the message. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not see that. But yeah, so regarding Warhammer and Hypno, there are some interesting crosses. So in this, Wifrip actually, 4th edition, has full-on hypnosis mechanics that are they're very specific. Specific enough to the point where I have to kind of scratch my head and wriggle my eyebrows and go, is Cubicle 7 hashtag our guys? But, for example, Slanesh demons in 2nd edition Tome of Corruption start with hypnosis as a skill. Many of their spells rely on using a human fluid of various types as material, as ingredients of spell ingredients for various hypno-like spells, such as a spell where you flash your hand and a giant yellow light appears before the person and you just hypno them and they're basically mindless and they await either pleasure or pain. You have the tantalizing aura mutation, which does a very similar function. You have in 4th edition, you have literal hypnosis mechanics that focus on putting people into a trance and using post-hypnotic suggestion to create sleeper agents. Very fucking cool. Very fetish coded. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of some other. There is a Slaneshi come hypno spell, very true. There is a succubus spell where you can project yourself into a ghost form and do shit to other people. So I mean, at the end of the day, especially in like Wifrip specifically, to answer your question, Zephyr, there's a lot of like hypno horny content. A suspicious amount, honestly. Because like normally when you see a reference to hypnosis, it's normally more like silly. But hypnosis in Wifrip in 2nd and 4th edition is depicted only as sexy, which is strange. Which makes me Freedom Iron Bullet says, a pork humble bundle has Total War Warhammer 3 for dirt cheap of $15. Is it worth it? Is it all the DLC? If you have Warhammer 1 and 2 already, then I'd say yes. Drawn Devil says, so literal demonic chicks with dicks. I mean, look, chat, I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm a little biased, but I totally would get it on with a hypnotic Fudanari. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, if you can play Immortal Empires with just 3, I'd say get it. Why not? Oh, gosh. I seen your review on Steam and you had less than choice words. Very true. Very true. I did have less than choice words. I guess my question is this, right? What are you in it for? I think $15 is acceptable for, like, a full experience, personally. And I think that's fine, right? But if you want to, like, buy all the DLC or something, that would be, like, another question entirely. Harold says, Korn made Slanesh his bitch, all according to Zinch's plan. Nurgle didn't give a fuck, thus disappointing Slanesh. Very sad. Last Bomb says, depending on the era of the lore, daemonettes are technically doing something like permanent hypnosis with their existence. Fair. I can't blame you for wanting to get down with a demon Fuda. Fuda makes the best short erotica on Amazon. I can promise you that. I'll have to take your word for it. Oh, man. Honestly, I'm not a big, like, Total War multiplayer person. I like doing multiplayer battles, but multiplayer campaigns are just, like, too slow. But I think it's just because I've played Total War so much that, like, I'm always waiting on other people. I'm never actually, like, playing the game, you know? If that makes sense? Because my turns go fast. I already know exactly what I want to do, like, the moment I play. I mean, I've got, like, what, almost 4,000 hours in Warhammer 2, a little over 1,103 and a little over 401. So I've got a lot of. Oh, hi, Jack. Hi, buddy. Did you wake up? Hi. Hello. Do you have something to say? Chat, the horny is over. The cat's here. We have to wait till he leaves. Oh, gosh. Maringatsu says, Jesus Christ, those Total War hours put mine to shame. Yep. Your Honor, it's very simple. Porky did not have free time for the longest time ever. Well, I guess I did have free time, but all of it was Total War. Not as much as Legend, but, like, I feel like I'm in the running. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least for Warhammer 2. That was when I got the majority of my time, because in Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2, the content was constant, and that really kind of kept the drip feed going. But, ow! God damn it, don't eat my fucking... Ow, bitch! Jack! Fuck. He's eating my... Okay. Those of you who don't know the lore. Jack, he eats my toes. And if he doesn't eat my toes, he'll crawl under my desk and eat my wires until I try to push him out of my desk, and then he eats my toes. Merengadu says, Attila is my guilty pleasure. I like the idea of Attila. It just doesn't run very well. Like, I had to do a lot of fixes to get Attila to run, like, you know, like, not 20 frames. So if you play the game with an RTX card, it just fucking breaks. Like on my RTX 4090, it just breaks. It's just like 5 FPS. I had to do like a million fixes to get it to like 50 FPS, and even then it's still like frustrating. Empire Total War is my guilty pleasure. That's fair. I think Empire is a guilty pleasure. It's a very cool idea, but Jesus Christ, is Empire like, it has a lot of problems. I like Napoleon. I just wish it had more content. Like Napoleon is there's very little like technology, right? It's kind of a more focused game, I guess you could say. But I do like it. I do like Napoleon. Yes, you know, it's very simple. The foot fish has invaded the cat soul and has that sounds like a Dark Souls like opening. The foot fish has invaded the cat soul. Okay, can I be honest with you? I do not understand why Rome 2 has a very positive rating on Steam. Awful. Dog shit. Fuck, man. I think Attila is infinitely better than Rome 2. Uh, I mean, Rome 2 literally still has bugs. Like, I prefer that over the Warhammer content bloat, predatory DLCs, and watered down mechanics. Can I be honest with you, though? I kind of feel Rome 2, Attila, and the Total War Warhammer, The Rings of Britannia, Troy, I think they all suffer from predatory DLC and watered down mechanics. I think the difference is that Warhammer just has, like, it's just it times 3, you know? Because, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm thinking about, like, Attila, I'm thinking about Rome 2, and, like, all those games suffer from buggy releases that are poorly optimized, excuses instead of actually fixing the problem, and a bunch of DLC. I think it's just the scale in Warhammer is just more egregious. Have you ever played any tabletop war games? I have. I think my favorite tabletop war game is Star Wars Legion. Oh, to Napoleon. Oh, okay. I see. That's fair. I have. I've played Star Wars Legion. I've played a little bit of oh God, what's that one called? Oh my God. I had it and then I lost it. Anyway, I play mostly my most experience with tabletop war games comes down to Legion. I played a couple others like once or twice, but yeah. So okay, so just to kind of provide some background information, I started as a Star Wars nerd, and then Disney took my dreams away from me, and then I got into Warhammer. I got into Warhammer the same year Star Wars: The Last Jedi came out, right? I watched Last Jedi. It was the worst experience of my life, okay? Okay? And this got me into Warhammer. And you want to know what happened when I played Warhammer, when I got into Warhammer Fantasy? As I'm playing Total War and looking at battle reports of this 9th edition that people are talking about, okay? I was like, wait, what's Age of Sigmar? Wait, what do you mean they killed Warhammer Fantasy? Chat, I got into Warhammer Fantasy only to realize it died years ago. Fuck! The end times already came. It was already fucking destroyed, chat. You have no fucking idea. I was 19 years old, chat, and it was fucking over. It was over. It was Jover. Fuck! It was very sad. So all that said, I really want to. So I haven't played too much of Ninth Edition, the unofficial Ninth Edition, the Warhammer Armies project, because I don't have a lot of people to play it with. So I'm also saying if anyone wants to play Warhammer Armies project with me sometime, I'm totally down. Anyway, but yeah, Star Wars was like my first love, and while I really like Legends, obviously canon is like dog shit. So yeah, that's my take. Porkers, you fool! Did you really expect Games Workshop not to kill your favorite love? Well, you know, to be honest with you, the whole time I was having sex with someone and I was like, oh, baby, you're so hot. Oh, yeah. Oh, give it to me. Give it. Wait a minute. This is just a stinky corpse on top of me. I wake up in the morgue and I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean this thing died 9 years ago? Or not, whatever, 4 years ago. I was unknowingly fucking a skeleton. It's Jover. Fuck. Oh, man. So yeah, that's kind of like the background and how it all went. And thank you, Dracolite, for the YouTube subscription. Appreciate you. Yeah, 100%. So if anyone wants to play some like 9th edition, also maybe if you want to teach me some 9th edition, because I read the books, but like I haven't played it yet, right? So it's one of those things where I'm gonna be bad, obviously. But Star Wars Legion, I've been playing a lot of 2nd edition relatively recently before I got laid off, and that was pretty fun. We need to bring back, so like Friday tabletop nights became Friday hypnosis nights. So like now I haven't done a lot of tabletop recently. So like we kind of need to we need to bring that back in the rotation. Imagine uncensored porkers on Kick or Rumble. I'm gonna be honest with you. The bridge character, shall we say, has recommended me go to Kick, and I was like, I might. I can teach you Saga if you're keen on what Saga? What is that? Saga Wargame is a skirmish game taking place in the heroic ages, historical, mythological, or sprung from the minds of writers. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking it up on Board Game Geek. It's a Dark Ages game. That's really cool. Looking at some pictures here. Honestly, I feel that's such an underexplored era, just like the Dark Ages, right? So you got like these like Viking looking guys, like they kind of look like the Great Migrators, like kind of that kind of vibe, you know, like the Longo beards, right? Around there. This looks really cool. Tron Devil says, I wish I had a gaming PC to play with Tabletop Simulator. I mean, the system requirements for TTS can't be... Okay. For context, I have a RTX 4090 and an Intel 13th generation motherboard. So, like, I literally don't have to worry about, like, computer shit at all. Like, I built a fucking beast of a monster, right? Because my dad was like, you better fucking stop playing your fucking stupid Sims game on my computer. And stop playing dress-up games and giving me fucking viruses. Build your own fucking computer. Boom! I was like, alright, fine, whatever. I actually agree. I think Total War 40K is gonna be dog shit if it exists. I teach you 9th edition and you teach me how to operate Tabletop Simulator. I bring game on a regular basis. Alright, bet. But yeah, I don't think Total War 40K is gonna be good if it exists. Personally. Yeah, I was browsing the comments of the podcast Marangatu, and it is there's a couple people who are like, oh, is this person trans? Are they not? Like, what's up with that, right? It's very simple. Okay, it's very simple, chat. If you're on the internet, just assume it's a guy, okay? And this is for everyone, okay? So I'm sorry, but all your favorite content creators, all of them are men. Thinking about it poisons your dharmas, okay? Everyone on the other end of the glory hole is a guy, okay? It's the same process, okay? Tits or get the fuck out. That's the rule. If you can't see my titties, okay? There you go. Boom. From what I've seen, Kick seems to be the place for either streamers who want to do stuff that isn't fully porn but is against Twitch toss, people who want to record their crime sprees, and money laundering. Money laundering is base, to be fair. Assume it's a guy unless they confess to playing Sims. Hey, Sims is a good fucking game, okay? Hey, Quint, how's it going? Oh, gosh. How goes it tonight? It goes well. It goes well. We did some hypnosis. That was pretty based, and now I'm just yapping. I'm just being a little yapper. That's what I'm saying, Last Bomb. A lot of guys play Sims, okay? I'd have to do like a IRL cooking stream, okay? I need to like wear like an apron. Sims is not fucking boring, okay? Oh my fucking god. It's an immersive sim RPG, okay? Oh my gosh, it's literally, you do whatever the fuck you want, and you can build your legacy within a time period. You can fucking get all the cool outfits, okay? You can look fantastic, all right? You can make a legacy. Fuck you. Fuck everyone who says Sims is boring. I'm strangling all of you. How dare you? To be fair, Sims 4 is dog shit. Sims 4 is very boring. But Sims 1 through 3 is very fun. 1 is fantastic for a challenge. 2 is really good for RPG mechanics. And 3 is really good for exploration. So like Sims 3 World Adventures is so fucking fantastic, chat. Going from like a rags to riches game where you basically work up from nothing, right? You have no money. You work up from nothing and you get enough money to get to raid an Egyptian pyramid. And then from the pyramid, you basically survive all of these death-defying traps in order to get money and get artifacts just so you can fund yourself is so cool. It's such a fantastic gameplay loop. And yeah, no, it's really good. Like Sims 4 is honestly bad because it's A, Sims 4 is too easy, and B, it's predatory on its DLC mechanics, and all of its DLC are like dog shit. Like none of it's actually like fun. But I mean, you play like I don't know, like you play because Sims 2 is very good for like self-contained RPG mechanics. So if you want to do like a game that's more focused on like how far can I get in a certain build before I die, Sims 2 is really good for that. But if you want to do like exploration, Sims 3 is what you want to do. Legacy as in family, Drawn Devil, because when you die, you play as your child. Right? And especially in Sims 2, when death, is decently common, right? Creating a legacy of people who actually have wealth so you can build generational wealth is kind of the challenge of the game. That's kind of the point, right? And exploring those like interesting stories that come from that. She tries Star Sector, we'll lose her for a month. Okay, I saw Seth Zintax videos on Star Sector, and it looks really cool. That's why it's fun, Last Bomb. That's why it's fun, right? Because that's the point of like an immersive sim, Like unironically in Sims, so in Sims 3 and 4, they made cooking really easy by gating your available recipes. But in Sims 2, especially as a new player, you don't know what you can and can't cook. So if you have a high tier fridge and a high tier oven, right? And like a recipe book, immediately you don't understand that literally over half of these recipes will fucking kill you. And that's really cool. Because now it's like, oh, can I make pancakes? Oh, fuck. You know? Like, what's gonna happen? You don't know. And especially if you're playing like a big family, right? So you're managing the husband, right? As he's like trying to go work, right? You're trying to cook for the kids before they get back home because they need to eat in a timely fashion to be able to do their homework, because otherwise they'll fucking go to military school or CPS will be called on them because they keep missing school and having bad grades. And then so you're trying to manage it all, and then all of a sudden you forgot that as the mom or as whoever, right? Whoever's making the meals, right? You totally fucking forgot that, hey, I never actually trained up my cooking skill, and my sim is super fucking tired because they didn't get laid the previous night, and then they burn down the entire house and everyone fucking dies except for one of the kids, and then you play as the kid. And that's what makes it interesting. And you're just, fuck. You know, like, and that's what makes it cool. And now like, in that sense, it's like a less intensive version of Outward. There you go. Sims, because it simulates being a mom. Shut the fuck up. I'm just talking from experience. You can be whoever you want. Oh my god. Western Women Simulator makes pancakes. People die. Okay. Okay. Alright. Chat. I did burn the kitchen once. Okay, don't tell nobody. Fuck. I hate it. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. Believe the burning part minus the ones. Hey, okay. All right. I actually have I have a story here, chat. All right. So when I was, this is what, 2023, I think, around there. I had my lovely subject, one of my subjects, JC. He came over. And at the time I was living with my parents, or my mom. So I'm at work, right? I'm working. And I'm working from home that day. And I hear a giant explosion. And long story short, he blew up the stove. He tried to make cafe con leche, but he turned up the heat too high. He left it on a simmer, and he left the lid on. And he was trying to like make me like, you know, food for like, oh, hey, you're working, I'll make you like a little breakfast or whatever, right? He blew up the stove. It's important to know that my family did not know he was over. And my mom is super paranoid, like crazy paranoid. She was out on vacation, so I just didn't tell her. And so, when the entire family are coming over to assess the damage of the exploded stove, JC had to hide himself in my bed, masquerading as a bunch of pillows underneath a blanket. And then, years later, when JC was visiting and he met my family, like to the family, it was the first time that they saw him. They met him and they were telling me, they're like, oh my gosh, JC, did you, or they were telling JC, they're like, oh my gosh, JC, did you know that like Alice blew up the stove that one, like this one time and like almost blew up the whole house? Oh my gosh. And JC had to be like, oh my gosh, oh, that sounds like, oh, you know, Alice burned down the kitchen. Oh my gosh, she totally would blow up the stove. Oh my gosh. This motherfucker. We had to fucking like oh man. He was a good actor. Drawn Devil says, tell you what, give me a Sin game based on medieval times. Maybe I'll consider it not boring. Never mind, it's called Crusader Kings 3. I like Crusader Kings 3. I really like it. I think it's a good game. Mercader says, I'm off to meet up. Again, you should be... I don't know what that means. Find me on Discord. I lurk in the server for memes. Okay. I will. It's called The Sims Medieval. It's based on the engine of Sims 3, but it doesn't have any of the exploratory versions of Sims 3, so it's not as good, unfortunately. Sims Medieval kind of, like, really provides a baseline for what Sims 4 is. Who's GC? So GC is, he's one of my subjects, because, you know, hypnotist subject dynamic. He's someone I hypnotize frequently. You had a Discord? Let me try and find it. I think it's in the description. So. Is it in the description? Hang on, I need to look at this. I need to hit edit. Yeah, it's in the description. It's right there. Okay, so like, Your Honor, in Hypno King circles, right? It's not called master and slave, right? Or top and bottom, dominant and submissive. It's hypnotist subject, right? It's tist and subject, okay? And I'm a tist, okay? I'm both awe and hypno, okay? Okay. All right. Anyway, but yeah, it is in the description of the YouTube video. Autist and submissive. Yeah, why not? Why not? Autist and submissive, yeah. I'm the autist. He's the... No, it's hypnotist and subject. Anyway, enough on that. My hands are up, okay? Okay, look. Can I be honest with you? I think my grandma was really autistic, like, in a sense. Because... I wouldn't say regularly. He came over twice, so not regularly. But yeah, so regarding like that sort of thing, the whole grandmother stuff. So one of her two favorite like series, right, was Lord of the Rings and Splinter Cell. All right, like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, okay? So you ever just like grow up, all right, and you're in bed and you know you got your covers up, holding your stuffy, holding your plushie, and your grandma's like, all right, darling, now it's time to read the Silmarillion. And I'm just like over here like, what the fuck? And then like when I got like a little older and she's like, all right, now we're gonna read the Tom Clancy Splinter Cell novels. And then later, I'm like, Grandma, they made games of these. And she goes, wait, really? I'm like, yeah. And then I played the games and I told her about the games because of the book series. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm pretty sure she's where I got like all of my tist vibes from. Oh gosh. I'd say she was based, yeah. Prion disease took her, man. That's why I'm scared of eating venison. So certain types of meat can, excuse me, certain types of meat can transfer prions and basically rewrite your brain. And that's what happened to her. And she died in like 2 weeks. It was really bad. Sid the MLG kid says, I've been following for 6 years. I don't know why I followed, but now I'm just here enjoying the content. We rise into the top. Sid, welcome in. Mayan vacations. Okay, hang on. Chat has been mentioning you nonstop. Okay, I didn't say anything. All right. Welcome in. How's it going, Art? But yeah, no, like venison and shit that can transfer proteins and like kills you. Like, and you can't cook it away. It's crazy. Which one of you is hang on, I need to interrogate the YouTube side of chat. Which one of you is yapping? Which one of you do I have to strangle? We need to shut down this information network immediately. Not the kinky kind of rewriting under, no, it's the bad kind. It's the really bad kind. But it'd be like that, you know how it is. Oh fuck. I need water. Technically, every kind of animal product could do that, though. Technically, but it's like, it's kind of like why, if you eat like cooked monkey brain, you can get like kulu, even though the brain is cooked, right? But it's like if you eat it from like pork or like beef, the chance is much less. Oh, Drawn Devil. I'm sorry. This may seem weird to you because you're on the Twitch side of things. So I'm multi-streaming to YouTube, right? So I have both chats up on my end, but Twitch would ban me if I put the YouTube chat up on the stream, which is why I'm moving from Twitch. But Twitch is, you know, currently my bigger platform. Hence why we're here right now, right? We're weaning off of Twitch, okay? We're kind of, you know, we're slowly but surely kind of switching. Just eat more horse. Horses are delicious and they stink and produce poop when alive, so they are better as food. You know, that's fair. You think that... So I've never played gacha games, right? But like a lot of people are playing Uma Musume. You think they eat the Umas, like the horses in that universe? They don't? Okay. Are Umas like people? Like do you have relationships with Umas? Like what's the lore? Oh, okay, I get it. Hang on, Masume. Hang on. Can you have sex with an Uma Masume? Are they like mutants or what? Okay, r/Uma Musume. Excellent. We're on Reddit. So I understand that this universe. Jack. Jack, what is it? I'm looking up whether or not I can have sex with an Uma Musume, Jack. And you're over here meowing. There are no male Umas. Oh. Oh, so they're like female only? They're like a succubus race or something? Humans just give birth to Umas sometimes. Oh, okay, that's weird. I mean, hey, like... You know, my friend D3 became the top Uma Musume person. I've never played any of these gacha games. I don't get it, man. I do not get it. Well, anyway, now that I know I can fuck an Uma Musume, I must, I need to go and, you know, commission some art or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh, like, what if the Uma had like a little bonus package, like, you know, like, I'm just saying, okay, and like, haha, and they were like really faster and stronger than me, and they like got me. That'd be awesome. Anyway, Your Honor, in Minecraft. I was just joking, okay? I'm just being silly. All right. Oh gosh. Chat. Jack. That's actually a really good question that I just thought of myself. Next hypnosis induction. We did confusion today. I am curious on the other types. It's so hard on Twitch, honestly. Not on Twitch, but you know what I'm saying? There's still I don't remember the words. Sorry, chat. I had to turn off all the stuff on my second monitor. I got lost in thought. Hang on. I'm resetting. Okay, so please don't get Uma porn. If it becomes public, Cygames could lose the license for the pornified Una if it became public. What? Is there some sort of weird copyright? I was joking, but Geeksan says, hello, VTuber. That looks like Futaba from Persona. I get that a lot. No, what I was saying is that digitally it's very difficult to perform hypnosis, right? So as a result, it's kind of hard to do like a lot of like the inductions I prefer. So that's why I try to look at new inductions, and I'm warming up to confusion inductions. I really like the one we did today. I'm warming up slowly but surely. Thank you, Kate. I can always count on you. Thank you. Still not as degenerate as Mal. There's room for porkers to get much worse. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. Mal kind of scares me. Not in like the grippy socks way, but in the scared way. Like a whoa. Oh man. Oh gosh. Melody says, I really like the induction you did a month ago where we had to focus on the colors behind our eyelids. That's always something I see when I close my eyes, but I've rarely encountered an induction that incorporates the behind the eyelid colors. Yeah, that's fair. I think that one was from fuck. I think that was from, I wanna say Mind Play by Mark Wiseman, I think. I need to do some research. Hang on. Mind Play library. Yeah, here it is. So The eyelid stuff, Mark Wiseman in his book Mindplay on erotic hypnosis, he does a ton of like eyelid shit. So if you're looking for more of that content, I mean, honestly, anyone who's into the community should have this book, IMO. It's very much considered to be the erotic hypnotist Bible, but it's great. It's really good. The likeness of the IRL horses is a licensed thing, so they're much more protective of their anime women based on real horses than a strictly fictional anime girl. That's weird. Yeah, so it's Mind Play by Mark Wiseman. You can get it on like Amazon. Personally, I don't recommend getting an audiobook just because it's like, you know, if you're trying to like look through shit, right? But that's just me. Chat, am I the only person who fucking hates audiobooks? They go too slow. Like they're going and I'm just like, bro, can we speed this shit up, please? And then I'll get bored and then I'll do something else. And then there you go. I don't know. I own that book and I'm not even into that stuff. Paste. You just happen to have it. I hate to say this, but your model's eyelid movement is very derp. Possibly. My camera might be a little off, which is fine. I mean, I don't know. Seems fine to me. I mean, that was a little derpy, but I think that just maybe my bangs are in the way. Okay. You were the only one. I have a terabyte of audiobooks from fucking Milking Farm. Yeah. Speaking of fucking Milking Farm, you know how many people are asking me to read fucking Milking Farm now? A lot. Oh my gosh. But that's really funny. Have you ever played The Coffin of Andy and Lele? Isn't that the one where they like, it's like a brother and sister and they fuck each other and they eat like, and they're like cannibals or something? That's all I know. Also, Geekson, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you. Thank you. Brain Milking Farm. That's the incest cannibal game. Thank you. Very cool. Okay, that's what I'm fucking saying. All right, hang on. I was looking at the description of Milking Farm. It just seems like a girl jacking off a minotaur. That's not that bad. That's not that crazy. Okay, I'm just saying. It doesn't seem that bad. See what I mean about the eyelids? Okay. Well, I will make adjustments in VTube Studio if that's the case. What if I walked into? I don't know. I don't know. Oh god. It's so fucking Jover, man. Hello, Holly Hartley. How's it going, gamer? What's up? Schooler says, have I missed the fun? You have. I'm sorry. We already did our hypno induction. We're kind of more at the tail end of stuff. I'm sorry. Apologies. What that's single tier. What's the bigger chat box, YouTube or Twitch? So I use an OBS plugin that captures both at the same time. So I see them on like a chat box. Like yeah, I mean I can switch them, but Twitch is normally bigger just because I normally have a bigger audience on Twitch. But maybe that'll change. My biggest problem with Milking Farm is that the prose is dog shit. What was Milking Farm? Hang on. Okay, we're gonna look at this chat. We're gonna go over here. And we're gonna look at what Milking Farm is made for. Yeah? Not made for. Who made it, is what I'm trying to say. Words. Milking Farm author. C.M. Costa. Okay. What did she write? We're gonna look at what she wrote. C.M. Nacosta is a USA Today bestselling author and professional procrastinator from Cleveland, Ohio. She's always preferred beasts to boys, the macabre to the milquetoast, the unknown darkness in the shadows to the Chad next door. The unknown darkness to the shadows is jerking off a minotaur? Question mark? All right, hang on. I'm on r/romance books. There's a review here. This book is so good. I know. Y'all have been raving about Morning Glory Milking Farm since forever. I just kept telling myself, no, that's not for me. A Minotaur MMC? Just no. However, I had a long drive to a doctor's appointment, and the audiobook was on my Hoopla recommendation, so I thought I'd give it a listen. Worst case, I could DNF. I even had a backup in my queue. Hooked. I was totally hooked. And so here I am asking for your forgiveness and admitting I was so woefully wrong. The storytelling and world building is excellent. Not to mention this is probably one of the hottest books I've ever heard/read. Oh, there you go. You know, chat, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't get it. Geeksan says, I'm not used to anime girls being sus. Usually it's chat that gets pumped for it. Your Honor. Let me be sus, okay? Just let it happen. Porky, you do anything as long as it zonks you out? Shut the fuck up! How dare you, random? How dare you? That's me staring at you from like from up above, okay? Hang on, there you are in my Twitch. That's me stomping on you, okay? Boom. Boom, get stomped on. Get stomped on. Fuck, man. Yeah. Right. Feet for free? Look, chat. I'm gonna say something, and people are not gonna like it. I don't do feet. I do armpits. Specifically, your nose in my armpits. You stupid little thing. You ever just like, I don't know, I feel it's like infinitely hotter to shove someone into my armpit and like get them addicted to like my pheromones, you know? And it's like, boom. Hell no. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, gamer. Sorry. Okay, I have out-freaked all of you. Well, probably not all of you. I have out-freaked most of you. Boom. Oh my gosh. In the sock, I don't like feet. Well, you're gonna get word. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Have a good one, Gisan. Take care. Yeah, there you go. See? Look, okay, sometimes you just have to like it's like Dragon Ball, right? Sometimes you just have to like reveal like some crazy weird you just gotta reveal some like some power level, and then you just like boom. Do not forget chat who dominates here. Who dominates in this relationship, okay? I like a sweaty, work tough woman, but I'm not gonna put my face into an armpit. Well, why the fuck not? God, what's that fucking... oh my god. The guy who's like, where he's like, you know, if Alexander the Great says you're his top guy, you're his top guy. You know, and it's like that whole like monologue. I dominate in the workplace. Okay, I dominate with my pheromones, my smells. Okay. That's me, chat. I dominate, okay? Don't think to outgoon me. That was her first mistake. Never underestimate the shameless goon. You know what? That's fair. My respect for 2% of you has risen. Oh gosh. You guys are funny. You guys are silly. We have to test this, Porky, for science? I see. You don't say, you don't say. And if you were to test this, how would you do it? Would you do it in a lab, Cade? Would you get like a giant glass box? How would you engage in this process? I also see a lot of unshaven female armpits every day in public transport. It does not help either. Unfortunate. I once dominated the office with a smell. I should not have had tacos that night. True. Well, you know, John Devil. Cade knows what to say. You know, Cade's got all the right words. Okay. Oh man. Mm, uh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I stretched too hard. Anyway, chat. It's like this is a pretty short stream, but I wanted to do some hypno. And I'm glad we did. I'm really glad we did. And yeah, I don't know. I think I am gonna go work more on some funny content. I think I have a VA for our next YouTube video. A little funny brief VA. I get a couple people who are willing to do it, so that'd be fun. And yeah. I think that is all she wrote. So thank you so much for stopping by, gamers. Yeah, Warhammer Waifus EP2, the Medusae of La Anguille. It's going to be focusing on not only a dark elf sorceress, but also a very sinuous Medusa. So thank you so much for for stopping by, everybody. Honestly, it's been you all are very kind, and it's very, I don't know, it's very fun. Very fun of all this sort of stuff. I'm losing my words, man. I'm just it's too late, okay? I'm too EP. I'll have to check it out. Last bomb. Thank you so much. Alright, who the fuck am I gonna read? Harold, you have to understand, I have face revealed, like, personally, many times. Like, my face is on Twitter. I have many, like, I don't know, I'm pretty hot, I dare say, so... I don't know, so... It's fine. Anyway. let's figure out that raid before I embarrass myself further. Raid/raid, and we're gonna raid, let's see here. Who haven't I raided in a while? Let's raid Honey Goblin. So Honey Goblin, they're the one who rigged my model, so they did a lot of work on that. So hell yeah, they just started streaming again. So I think this is it's relevant. Ah, damn, we can't raid. Fuck. Never mind. Let's raid shit. Let us raid. Who are we gonna raid? We'll raid Sweet Cheeks TBR. They're just in my recommended. I don't know. Give them a good time. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, gamers. Thank you so much for stopping by. All the follows, all the love and support. I really appreciate it. We're gonna do some gaming on Wednesday. And I don't know if we're gonna do Hypno or I don't know what we're gonna do Friday, because we did I guess Monday was like a makeup for like no Hypno last week, so maybe we'll do Hypno on Friday. I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. Great.